Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 21st of June and today we have to see 8 selected questions along with some additional facts at the end, and each question today has lot many information, so be attentive and be focused till the end. And to get PDF of all these videos, you can join me on Telegram by writing the channel's name like this. You will recognize the channel there with this logo. Thereon you will receive all the PDFs. And if you are finding my videos useful, don't forget to like the video and share the video with your friends and loved ones. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so that you never miss any opportunity to learn and grow every day with all the latest notification of all the important videos. Let's begin, but first you have to answer one question in the comment section. The question is, Global Trends Report has been released by, these are the options. Read the options carefully and then answer it in the comment section. Let's begin now. The first question, what is the rank of India in the world in terms of coal reserve? So India has 4th largest coal reserve in the world. Apart from this, India is also the 2nd largest producer of coal in the world and is also the 2nd largest coal importer. And that is the reason why Prime Minister Modi has took the attention of nation towards this irony that despite having the 4th largest coal reserve in the world and being the 2nd largest producer, India is still the 2nd largest coal importer. That is why he took a step towards making country self-reliant in terms of coal production. And that is why it was news, and auction process for 41 coal blocks for commercial mining has started. And a stage e-auction is being adopted for the allocation of mines, and the decision was part of announcement made by Centre under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. The auction process marks the beginning of opening of Indian coal sector for commercial mining. Earlier the commercial mining was done but at very minimum level, that too by public sector undertakings only. But now the commercial mining at large scale will begin from here, and it will enable the country to achieve self-sufficiency in meeting its energy needs, and it will boost the industrial development in the country. Next question now, Sunna Beda Wildlife Sanctuary is located in, so Sunna Beda Wildlife Sanctuary is located in Odisha. So here D is the right answer. Next question now, the World Sickle Cell Day is being observed on, so World Sickle Cell Day is being observed on 19th of June. So here C is the right answer. In 2008, United Nations General Assembly adopted a resolution that recognizes sickle cell disease as a public health problem and one of the world's foremost genetic disease. So here you get one fact that sickle cell anemia is a genetic disease, and sickle cell anemia is characterized by modification in the shape of red blood cell from a smooth donut shape into a crescent or half moon shape. So normally the shape of RBI or red blood cell is donut shaped. It looks circular or a spherical shape, but due to sickle cell anemia it changes into half moon shaped. Whenever patients suffer from this sickle cell anemia, it turns like this, half moon shaped or crescent shaped. And these cells lack plasticity and can block a small blood vessels, thus impairing the blood flow. And this condition leads to shortened RBC survival and subsequent anemia, often called as sickle cell anemia. And this disease is very much frequent and common in Africa. And its treatment include intake of high fluid, healthy diet, folic acid or iron supplementation, pain medication, vaccination and antibiotics for the prevention and treatment of infections, and a number of other therapeutic measures. Next question now. Consider the following statements about PM SVANidhi. Be attentive here, this question is very important. PM SVANidhi. It was launched by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs on June 1st, 2020. This statement is correct. Remember the ministry? It was launched by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs on 1st of June 2020. It aims to provide affordable working capital loan to street vendors to resume their livelihoods that have been adversely affected due to COVID-19 lockdown. This statement is also correct. So here both of these statements are correct. So C is the right answer. And this scheme targets to benefit over 50 lakh street vendors. And under this scheme, the vendors can avail loan of up to rupees 10,000. So maximum loan under this scheme is up to rupees 10,000, and this loan is repayable in monthly installments in 1 year. And if the vendor repay this loan on time, or early repayment of the loan will attract an interest subsidy of 7% per annum, which will be credited to the bank account of beneficiaries through direct benefit transfer on quarterly basis. And it was in news because a memorandum of agreement has been signed between Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs and SIDBI to engage SIDBI as the implementation agency for PM SVANidhi, which stands for PM State Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi, which is a special microcredit facility for state vendors. Next question now. Who has been appointed as chairman of National Institute of Public Finance and Policy? So Urjit Patel, who was the erstwhile chairman or governor of RBI, has been appointed as the chairman of National Institute of Public Finance and Policy. And NIPFP is India's premier economic think tank, a center for research in public economics and policies. The usual tenure of chairman is up to 4 years. However, this tenure can be extended. And this institute is located in New Delhi. Let's have more details about this institute, but before that, let's see the previous day question. The question was, United Nations Conference on Trade and Development is headquartered at, so this is headquartered at Geneva. So here B is the right answer. Now let's have more details about NIPFP. Let's see the statements. NIPFP is an autonomous body set up jointly by the Ministry of Finance, the erstwhile Planning Commission, and several state governments in 1976. This statement is correct. Remember the year, it was established in 1976, and it was established jointly by Ministry of Finance and erstwhile Planning Commission, which was abolished and Niti Aayog was created. And it is registered under Societies Registration Act 1860. This statement is also correct. So here both of these statements are correct. So C is the right answer. It undertakes research, policy, advocacy and capacity building in areas related to public economics. It receives an annual grant from Ministry of Finance and various state governments. However, it maintains an independent, non-government character. Next question now. Consider the following statements about Richter scale and Mercalli scale. Now this question is again going to be very important in context of the frequent earthquakes in Delhi. Let's see. Richter scale measures magnitude or energy released during the earthquake, which is expressed in absolute number from 0 to 10. This statement is correct. Richter scale measures the magnitude or the release of energy during the earthquake, and it is expressed in absolute number from 0 to 10, while Mercalli scale, which is also called as intensity scale, takes into account the visual damage caused by the event between a range of 1 to 12. So this Mercalli scale takes into account the loss of property and the visual damage. So Mercalli scale takes into account the damage which is seen physically, while Richter scale takes into account the release of amount of energy during the earthquake. So here both of these statements are correct. So C is the right answer. And it was in news because recently Wadia Institute of Himalayan Geology has observed that recent series of tremors or earthquakes in National Capital Region Delhi are not unusual and are indicative of a strain energy buildup in the region. Next question now. Which is the largest habitat for horseshoe crab in India? So Odisha is the largest habitat for horseshoe crab in India. And this is how horseshoe crab looks like. And it was in news because recently International Union for Conservation of Nature has decided to observe the first ever International Horseshoe Crab Day on 20th of June 2020. So remember that this was the first ever International Horseshoe Crab Day, and the celebration of the day aims to generate greater awareness for these ancient creatures and help in their conservation as well. And this horseshoe crab are marine chalicrate arthropod living in shallow coastal waters on soft sandy or muddy bottoms and spawns mostly in intertidal beaches at summer spring high tides, and it is regarded as marine living fossil. And their large hard shell serves as microhabitat for many other species such as sponges, mud crabs, mussels and snails. What are the threats to them? See, sometimes in UPSC particularly, they even ask the threats related to some particular species. So you have to focus on that too. So threats related to these horseshoe crabs are over harvesting, habitat destruction, and poachers kill them for meat, as many believe that eating them increases the lifespan of human. However, there are no scientific proof which proves that eating these crabs increases the lifespan of human. Still, there is widespread belief and people kill those crabs to eat them. And there are 4 extant horseshoe crab species. These are American horseshoe crab, which are found along the eastern coast of US and Gulf of Mexico. Then we have tri-spine horseshoe crab, which are found in Indo-Pacific, which includes the coast of Asia, Japan, Southeastern Asian countries, China. Then coastal horseshoe crab, which are found again in Indo-Pacific, and mangrove horseshoe crab, which are again found in Indo-Pacific region. And IUCN Red List categorizes American horseshoe crab into vulnerable category, while the tri-spine horseshoe crab has been categorized as endangered. So don't confuse between the different categories. American horseshoe crab has been categorized as vulnerable, while tri-spine horseshoe crab has been classified as endangered. The 2 other species are not listed yet. So here you can notice that tri-spine horseshoe crab are under more threat than American horseshoe crab, as the endangered category shows the status of more threatened, while the vulnerable is a little better than endangered classification. And it is also listed in Schedule 4 of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. So hunting these species is an offense in India. And if you have not liked the video yet, do like the video, share the video with your friends and loved ones. Now let's see some more points which were in news. CSIR Constituent Lab, CSIR Central Drug Research Institute, which is based in Lucknow, has received permission for carrying out phase 3rd randomized clinical trial for antiviral drug Umifenovir. This Umifenovir is mainly used for treatment of influenza and is widely available in China and Russia. And these are made with easily available materials, so India has not much concern about availability of ingredients to make this drug. And it has recently come into prominence because of its efficacy in the use of patients of COVID-19. Next point now. Recently, China has announced tariff exemptions for 97% of exports from Bangladesh, following a request by Bangladesh to exempt its export items from tariffs in background of economic hardship triggered by COVID-19 pandemic. And with this move, China serves multiple purposes. For instance, these goods from Bangladesh which are now exempted from tariffs will work as substitute to US goods which are not now being exported to China because of increased tariff. So it will serve the Chinese as a substitute, and Chinese will get cheaper products from Bangladesh. Secondly, it will also get Bangladesh closer to China and away from India. So India is now being cornered from all sides. In recent times, India has witnessed reduction in warmth of relationship between India and Nepal. India has witnessed that Bangladesh is moving closer to China despite India's several initiatives to take Bangladesh closer to itself. For instance, India has granted $5 billion as a loan, as a credit to Bangladesh last year, but still Bangladesh is witnessing heavy investment from China. Last year, India has also witnessed anti-Indian activities from Maldives government as well. However, now Maldivian government has been changed and a new pro-India government has been established in Maldives. Also, we have seen that Hambantota port has been now dedicated to or leased to China for 99 years. So you can witness that all the members of or neighboring countries of India has been getting closer to China except for Bhutan. However, China is trying very hard to take Bhutan as well on its own side. So there is huge concern for India, as India is getting encircled by China by its string of pearls initiative. So I hope you find the video useful. Don't forget to like the video, share the video with your friends and loved ones. Wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay at your home, stay safe, and thanks a lot.